the Shogun. Understand that I don't bow to no one. If they thinking that I do, let me know. So you looking up at the Shogun. Don't be surprised when I'm finna justify. Do not test me, little dog, you don't know. You looking up at the Shogun. Never satisfied.
Cartel, man, what's poppin' with y'all boys, man? Y'all already know what time it is. It's your boy Golden Ghost, and welcome back to the Golden Ghost Cartel, bro. I have a more serious topic for you boys today, so I didn't really get to run my intro earlier, so I'm kind of doing it in post. So I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for stopping by, man. Leave a like, comment, share with your friends, all that good stuff, man. As always, subscribe for some more for the Golden Ghost Cartel, and be sure to stick around to watch the full video. It is a lot that I had to cover and a lot that I had to talk about, but this needs to be said, bro. Tekken is in a very weird spot right now, bro. Between all of the stuff that's going on Twitter, bro, you got people complaining about the game left and right from different issues with the game balance. You got pro players that are making post tournament salt tweets and stuff. You got professional Tekken gods, as you may know them by, Tekken gods, actual gods of Tekken, that's been doing this stuff since Tekken 3, Tekken 2, Tekken 1, whichever one they started in, and it been world-renowned players talking about on Twitter how Tekken 8 is not fun for them, bro. And then you just have a multitude of other issues with the game and stuff like that, and for the most part, bro, it's just constant. It's so much information to the point where basically the Tekken news outlets they're going to be eating for quite some time, bro, because I don't see this train stopping no time soon. Not until we get like a really good patch or something like that, or anything. Now, me myself, I didn't want to make a video. I didn't want to make another video dunking on Tekken 8 or just dunking on Tekken in general, because the truth of the matter is I don't want to dislike this game, bro. I love Tekken, bro. Tekken 7 was my game for a good minute. It was just DOA and Tekken 7, bro. That was all I was playing at a certain point in time. Tekken 8, I was real hyped for it. The closed beta test was amazing. You know, when the game first dropped, it was amazing, bro. I didn't start having problems with this game till after the first patch drop, bro. It seems like the moment that they patched is when it started going downhill for me personally, and it just hasn't gotten better. And I want to talk about good things about the game because I'm tired of I don't want to do that, bro. I don't want to do this, but that's just what ends up happening, bro. It's just constant negativity, so I just would rather not make a video. But what prompts me to speak now about what I believe is the real issue with Tekken 8 stems from a couple videos that I've seen that I really just don't agree with. Coming from some bigger content creators, coming from Maximilian and Sajam. Shout out to y'all too, by the way. I don't have any ill will against y'all. I just don't agree with where you guys are coming from with both of these points. We'll get into that in just a second, but let me actually start with a tweet that I retweeted. So this one right here, bro. Rip. I don't know if it's spaghetti rip or rip. I know there's like a couple rips out there, but this was in response to Knee's tweet, basically talking about how Tekken 8 wasn't fun. And then he goes to say that Tekken 8 is different, like how Tekken 4 is different. If it changes drastically, it won't be Tekken 8. I think the game should be Tekken 8, then becoming something else. Here's my question: what is Tekken 8 really? What is Tekken 8? Do we even know what Tekken 8's identity is? Like, what are we talking about? Tekken 8 should be more than just straight up aggression, you know, because that's the only identifiable factor on what makes this game Tekken outside the IP itself, bro. Because other than that, outside of aggression, which is what they've been pushing for, what does that even mean? You think the game should be Tekken 8? What is Tekken 8, bro? That doesn't make any sense to me. I want him to elaborate on what he even means by that, but he didn't respond to the tweet because, you know, I'm a nobody. So this is not my first time seeing these videos, bro. So I kind of have to skim. I'm gonna skim through it and just go over the stuff that I want to talk about, because this is not a reaction video. Well, I mean, it is a reaction video, but it's not really a reaction video where I'm just gonna be watching the entire videos in their entirety, trying to give the points. I just want to go over the main points that I disagree with, and then we can move on about our day.
I'll see what they're doing, and what happens? You 3-0 them back. And it's like, oh, so what happens now? Usually against these players that are actually have a lot of Tekken 7 experience, I get fucked up. And in the final set, it's like, yeah, they adapt back and fuck me up. And I'm like, cool, that's satisfying. I'm cool with losing in that way. That's completely fine to me. They 3-0 me, I 3-0 them, they 3-0 me back. I'm like, that's fucking Tekken, bro. That's cool. Feels quite nice. But the fact that people in Tekken ranked will just take that as an opportunity to, oh, I don't want to lose anymore, I'm out. I feel like it's an inherent BM problem. Effectively get better. Their mentality is, I want to go online and just get wins. I just want to get wins. That's all I want. I just want to get wins. Granted, I don't blame these games or their audience for believing this, right? If it is a full, like, 2 out of 3 set, lock us into 2 out of 3. The fact that people can see that my opponent has a chance to beat me, I'm leaving. I almost hate that more than plugging. I hate that shit, man. There needs to be solutions here. It doesn't completely ruin the game, but it's making it a lot harder to enjoy somewhat of the Tekken ranked experience, you know?
Okay, so a couple things. There's a lot of truth to what Max is talking about with just leaving after one match or something like that, or leaving when it's 1-1. Leaving 1-1 is like, why would you do that? He's correct about it being a bad manners problem, and he's also correct about people really just want to get wins, bro. That's really what it boils down to. And I don't recall the Tekken community ever being like this, bro. In Tekken 7, people was not rage quitting like that. I mean, you had a couple people every here and there that would rage quit and they just wanted to play for wins and stuff like that, but that was so rare. And I think that also attributed to the deathmatch system, bro, because yeah, you had your one and doners and stuff when you played Tekken 7. When you played Tekken 7 rank, you did have people that would leave after one match. You had people that would leave after 2 matches, 3 matches, but you will always run into them one people that would literally just straight up run the deathmatch with you, and they will not leave until either A, you rank up, or you rank down, or they rank up and they rank down, bro. And there would be full on like first to 5s, first to 10s. I think you should bring the death matches back, to be honest with you, because at least with the death matches, you're at least going to find one person that's going to want to run a long set with you, bro, so you can get tons of data, tons of knowledge that way. These games on Tekken 8 go by so fast. There's so much stuff going on the screen that sometimes I don't even think a first to 2 is enough, because like I said, there's so much stuff going on the screen. There's so much knowledge shaking that sometimes 2 matches, 2-3 matches ain't enough to figure out what's happening on the screen, bro. It's not enough, because sometimes they'll just throw out something new and you're like, okay, what is that? You know, it's little things like that where I'm just like, they should probably either make it a first to 3, and they should definitely make it a first to 3 for tournaments. They either need to lock you into a first to 3, or just make it straight up death matches at that point, because the one and doners will get weeded out. You can just weed out through one and doners or whatever. You can kind of just expect first to 1 mentality until you run into people that's going to want to run long sets, and then you can really get full on experience that way. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's going to be people that just farm points from, you know, from lower ranked people that just want to keep hitting the rematch button, you know, but at this point, at the point that we're at, you kind of just gotta pick your poison. I mean, Street Fighter 6 also kind of has a first to 2 system, and you don't see them you don't see them doing this type of rage quitting or this level of debauchery. Now, with all that being said, I do not think that is Tekken 8's biggest problem, as he titled it in the video. This is definitely not Tekken 8's biggest problem at all. Maybe from a ranked perspective, but there's plenty of other things wrong with the game. Like the gameplay, like the problems with the gameplay, that can always be fixed in time. It don't matter what you say. Street Fighter 5, people were saying was trash for years, and then by the time it was at the end of its life cycle before Street Fighter 6 came out, people was talking about how good of a game it was. People still give it praise for how good of a game it is now. Gameplay changes can always be fixed as long as they're fixed in a timely manner to where majority of the player base ain't gone before, you know, they actually start making the game like a really good fighting game. The biggest problem with Tekken 8 is the monetization. Point blank period, bro. The monetization is like, I don't even know why it's a debate. The first patch they introduced to Tekken Shop, it was like, okay, cool, whatever. I honestly forgot what the what the balance changes was. All I know is that they nerfed Dragunov, and then they gave King ability to stop his run. They gave him just some crazy stuff. Like, why would you give him that? Why would you give him just a wild move like that? The next patch, I forgot what the balance changes was on that. Like, I think that's the thing, bro. You always give out a balance patch that's kind of forgettable, and then they just add in a monetization tactic, bro. First patch, Tekken Shop. Next patch, they add more stuff into the Tekken Shop. Next patch, Battle Pass. And it's crazy, because why are we even getting... I think this is a more of a modern fighting game problem, bro. What is with fighting games and these battle passes now, bro? But bro, the options that they have on this game, as far as like the money, bro, it feels like they're nickel and diming us at this point, because the stuff that's available on Tekken for the battle pass is a complete joke, bro. The Tekken Shop, I'm guilty of buying the Tekken Tag Tournament 2 skin for Jun, but they're basically just selling nostalgia. They're basically selling old items. There's nothing new in there really, except for avatar skins, which, like, who cares about avatar skins, bro? Like Street Fighter, I said the same thing with Street Fighter 6. Who is caring about the avatar skins like that? The only real merit of value, at least from Street Fighter 6's, is that you at least was able to use the character, bro. You was able to use the avatar. There's certain people that actually play with their avatars and actually use their avatars on the game to actually fight on there. You're not doing that on Tekken, bro. You're not fighting with these little chibi mobile game ass motherfuckers. I hate when people throw out this argument that says, well, if you don't like it, don't buy it. I hate that argument. That argument killed my game. Because here's the thing, bro. If this was like, if Tekken was like a DOA from a popularity standpoint, then maybe that would work, bro. Because DOA is so small, so niche, and when the whole hair debacle stuff happened, with people not liking the hair, the backlash from that basically put the final nail in the coffin on that game in general, bro. On top of all the other monetization stuff that was being reared its ugly head on top of it, and then with all the other balance and stuff that they was not doing, this is literally reminding me of DOA, bro. The balance changes was not really doing too much, and then it was just throwing in monetization tactic after monetization tactic, which killed the game, because the game is nowhere near Tekken's level in terms of popularity, bro. The hair was the final nail in the coffin. The backlash from that literally made the devs walk away from the game. But in Tekken's case, you can't say if you don't like it, don't buy it, because for every one of me that doesn't buy the game, there's 20 people with 2 wrinkles in their brain, 2 whole wrinkles in their brain, that's going to buy it anyway, just because they have the money to buy it. There's literally a 20-to-1 ratio of people who are going to buy this shit. No matter what's in what, they could literally have a literal turd. You buy it and you can smell the funk come out your controller. People are still gonna buy that shit just because it's Tekken. Just because Tekken's the hottest thing right now in terms of fighting game space. It's the new hot thing. People want to just buy everything for the new hot thing. So let's take a look at this, bro. Selling avatar skins, bro. Selling avatar skins. Selling Eddie. Selling costumes. They got whole costume packs. They separate the costume packs between two different things, straight up like it's taken from the DOA 6 shop, except it's even more scummy because of the way that the Tekken coins are set up, bro. At least with DOA 6, bro, the cheapest option, you could buy a coin for $1, bro. You could buy a ticket for $1 and get your stuff individually. They shifted it to $5, with the cheapest things in here being 400 fucking coins. You have to spend $5 to spend $4. Don't even get me started on the Tekken Pass. No, I did not pay for the premium, because I'm not paying for no premium. I'm not paying for no premium. I'm not fucking with nothing in this pass. Eyes and hair items that nobody cares about. Garbage. But like I said, there's probably a multitude of people that have every item in that shop purchased. Every item. And Eddie, because Eddie was a successful character according to things. But here's the kicker, bro. Here's the other reason why if you don't like it, don't buy it is bullshit. They literally took away that option. What do I mean? Yeah, at least the Tekken shop is one thing. Tekken shop is one thing. Yeah, you don't have to buy it. Sure, whatever. The Tekken Fight Pass, you don't have to buy it. It's kind of jacked up that we're getting battle passes and Tekken shops like this is Fortnite in a $70 game. It's messed up, but it's tolerable. It's tolerable because you don't have to buy this stuff. It's cosmetic, so it's like, yeah, cool, whatever. This, however, this last point is bull. Is bull. And I'm not even gonna waste my time. Let me just show you.
Fight.
This is why just don't buy it is bullshit now. If I want to get better at the game, if I'm playing against an Eddie Gordo, I have to buy Eddie Gordo to learn the matchup. If I'm playing against an Eddie Gordo and I'm getting jacked up and I don't know how to deal with him, it's just SOL. I have to watch the replay and make a bunch of estimated guesses that I can't replicate because I can't play against the system. This is something that they integrated for people to learn and get better at the game, but you literally can't even use it against DLC characters. What is even the point? Practice mode, I get. You don't want to actually learn every single thing about the character, but these are 10 to 15 second sequences that we're talking about. You're telling me I have to spend $8 plus tax just to do homework on a character? Just to learn a couple 10 to 15 second sequences to understand what's happening to me and how I can fight against it, even if I don't want to play with the character? Like, that's nuts. They don't care about the balancing like that, bro. They're dedicating balancing to one patch. What they said, they're dedicating one patch to actually balancing the game. Every patch that we've gotten is forgettable balancing, except for maybe one thing that's busted as shit that's added to a new character. Like King being able to stop his run, or Lars' Den 3. And then they add some monetization shit to the game. That's all they've been focused on. That and banning people from modding their game. That's been their main focus. They put in more stuff into the shop during a hotfix, something that wasn't even an intentional balance patch. They couldn't help themselves and still added monetization stuff into the game. Still added stuff for you to buy. So you know what their priorities are. It's not with the game itself, bro. It's with the money, bro. They're trying to make more money off the game. They're trying to nickel and dime you for everything, bro. And now the game is now pay to lab because they introduced this revolutionary ass system for everybody to get better at the game. But if you don't buy these characters, good luck. My question for Tekken players, bro, is when are we going to draw the line on this shit, bro? Because we're going to get to a point where they're going to start following the Call of Duty formula sooner or later, bro. Sooner or later. I'm so tired of patches coming out that don't do nothing for the game, bro. If in best case scenarios they barely change anything about the game. In worst case scenarios, it fucking breaks the game. But everything that's monetary about the game fucking works, bro. This is the path that we're going down. Right here, bro. Where you're gonna have to start, in order to get one cosmetic item, you gotta buy 3 cosmetic items, making the cosmetic item that you're trying to get essentially $60. And people are gonna buy that shit. Like, you going, bro, like, other fighting games are gonna see this as a blueprint, so it's only gonna get worse. It's gonna leak in it might leak in the VF. It might leak into a new DOA if we ever get those, bro. It might leak into a new Arc System Works game. It's already in Grand Blue. Like, dude, it's no stopping to this shit, bro. I implore anybody in their fighting game community that has shit like this, bro, to do the exact same shit, bro. Do not, bro, speak against this type of stuff, bro, because it's getting bad, bro. It's getting bad. And then amongst all of this issue with the game, which is amongst all this issue with Tekken at the moment, Sajam said something pretty interesting.
I'm not telling you to lie. I'm not telling you to never complain about the game. I'm not telling you to only be nice about the game. I'm not telling you to fake your positivity. Don't lie. For me, the games that I play, there's lots of problems with the games that I play, right? And I don't like those things, and those things bother me, and I mention them. But if I spend all of my time non-stop yapping about the problems with the game and just complain and complain and complain and just constantly never said anything positive about the game ever, then people would assume there's no good in the game at all. And maybe you think that way. Maybe you think that there's nothing, right? Notice the first sentence of this tweet, because I know you didn't read it. When you have some, he spelled the word notoriety wrong. When you have some notoriety from being good or creating content for a specific game, great news. That's not you. No one knows who the fuck you are. Let's go back to my point here. You could.
Okay, so first things first. Somebody having notoriety or not doesn't invalidate their opinion. Second of all, being honest about the game is what's top priority, and what's the truth of the matter is there's not been something super highlighted positive about the game since the first balance patch. Literally, like every patch has been every patch has been forgettable at best and game breaking at worst. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it just doesn't put a good taste in nobody's mouth when you have balance patches like that and then you couple it with monetization. The Tekken shop they managed to get away with because they was on record saying that the stuff that they was using, the money they was receiving from the Tekken shop was going to be put back into the game for development. They didn't say nothing about that for the battle pass, and they sure as hell didn't say nothing about that for the DLC characters themselves, which you have to pay for to lab. To lab in a system that they made specifically for you to lab against characters that you don't know how to play against. You have to pay for them instead of using them in practice mode. Like, what is a net, bro? The most positive recent thing I can remember from Tekken 8 so far was the possibility of Waffle House being a map in the game. That's the most. You want people to make you want people to go on long tangents on Twitter and on YouTube about Waffle House? Yeah, we got our positive videos. We got our positive videos about Tekken possibly having Waffle House as a map. That was the most positive thing about the game. So the most positive recent thing about the game, bro. Other than that, there hasn't been nothing really positive to talk about. And unless you want people to just constantly show off combos, or rounds, be like, yo, this was sick, like visually or whatever, like cool. But from a gameplay perspective, the game balancing isn't that great. They keep putting monetization shit in the game, and that's just the truth of what it is. So it's either people are going to sieve, which people naturally do. People are either going to sieve, or people are going to not say anything about the game at all. Which, that would be just as bad, if not worse, considering that means nobody's talking about the game. You know, for you to say that people shouldn't say nothing bad about the game, or people shouldn't just constantly non-dump negative emotions into the game repeatedly, because that might drive people away from the game. I don't know, that's a little disingenuous, because just to the fact of how big the game is in general, bro, that's kind of an unrealistic take. That's not like, people are going to sieve about the game if the game isn't good, bro. If the game isn't good to them, people are going to do what they do regardless. This is the fighting game community. You know how these dudes get down. And then on top of that, it's not just the big people talking about this. Yes, it's going to be big people that kind of have an influence on the game and stuff like that. If the bigger people don't like it, there's going to have their little fan base of people that's going to basically just echo out what they're saying amongst a bunch of other people and stuff like that. I'm not denying that doesn't have a factor, but at the end of the day, bro, people should have their own right of mind to play whatever the fuck they want to play, bro. If you want to play Tekken 8 as it is now, there's more power to you. I'm still going to be playing the game despite my problems with it. There's something else that Sajam said too that just really confused me. I want to get it from him though, because I don't want to misinterpret what he said, because I don't want to. I want it to be what he said. I don't want to make it seem like I'm putting words in his mouth.
And like when you talk about the game like that, a lot of the influencers who played in my tournament were like, do we hate Tekken now? Should I not play Tekken anymore? Does Tekken suck? The way people talk about the game is so...
Here's the thing, bro. If you want to make content for the game, make it because you like to make content for the game. You shouldn't. Don't let... Bro, that's a mental thing, bro. That's a mental thing. You're allowing other people's opinions to let you play, basically strive what you want to play, bro. That has nothing to do with the player base. That has something to do with, you feel me? Play what you want to play. Moving on.
So bad. Like, should
Play
I
what
not
you
be
want.
playing this? Like, is it super shitty? Should I feel bad for enjoying this? That's not good, you know? On one hand, you can be upset about problems in the game, because currently Tekken is pretty bored. It'll get fixed. It's the nature of this kind of ever-changing game. And like, you
Yeah,
can be
it will
frustrated
get
about
fixed.
it and upset, sure, but like, if your
A lot of gameplay
frustration
isn't
and the
really
way you
what's
talk about the
bothering
game
me.
is if you want to play the game and you think Tekken is cool and you're excited for the future of the game, then turning people away is not good. The pros obviously want that.
That's the issue. We are excited for the future of the game, but right now we're not getting good signs that that's what's going to happen. The future is not looking bright. These things need to be highlighted, bro. The issues with the game need to be highlighted. Even if they're worded in a harsh way, or they're saying this game sucks or whatever, people gonna have their cope tweets, or their people gonna have their cope tweets and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the devs are seeing this shit, and they need and they're seeing this shit, and they need to make adjustments accordingly, bro. That's just what it is.
And in fact, turning people away from the game and having less interest does not make the devs think, wow, we should work harder and make the game better. They're already working on the game anyway. That's where we're...
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, man. No, I wasn't thinking about it. Nah.
Why? That's why I want. That's why I want to know. Why wouldn't the sales going down, or the interest going down? Why wouldn't that be a red flag for the devs to be like, something's gone wrong, something's not going correctly. Let's figure out what's going on and fix it. Which is why it is important to talk about these things. That literally makes zero sense to me. That literally makes zero sense to me why he said that. I don't get, bro. Even from a business perspective, that makes zero sense, bro. Just from a business perspective. If you're doing something and you got all these sales and all that, and you get a drop off, which, you know, drop off is expected and stuff. But if you look and notice that your sales and interest is going down, you notice stuff is going down, you're gonna look at these charts and figure out, okay, we fucked something up. We messed something up. Let's figure out what we messed up. Cause if that was the case, if that was the case, and they're just, oh, we just working on the game regardless, then there would be no point for a hot fix in the first place. That's why we have a hot fix now. If they was just, oh, we're working on the game anyway, just like, come on now, like that don't, bro, come on, man. I think the best way to conclude this video is with a quote. Now, the quote has nothing to do with fighting games, but I think it very well applies to fighting games, which is the real problem with fighting games in general, but more specifically Tekken 8 in this case, because of the path that we're going down is just not good, bro. It's just not good with the monetary systems, which the monetary, I believe wholeheartedly, is going to be the main factor that damages this game, because it's only a matter of time before they do something so egregious it's going to turn off majority of its player base.
They damaged the quality of the product so they could farm extra revenue out of a hapless minority of its user base. And
well said. I couldn't put it no better myself, bro. Couldn't have worded it no better or delivered it no better myself. And I really have no idea why more people aren't bringing discussion to this, bro. Because the most you get is, oh yeah, it sucks. Yeah, that sucks. It sucks that it's like that. Something's gotta give, bro. Something's gotta give. All that being said, man, this been your boy Golden Ghost, man. I'm out this thing, bro. I'm not gonna waste too much more of y'all time. I'm out of here. Deuces.